Hi trainers, I'm Teets, this is Nuts, how's it going? So, we have some very interesting hints today for Pokemon Unite. Officially possibly from Pokemon Unite. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm going to classify this as an official hint if it is actually a hint from Pokemon Unite. Because Pokemon Unite has put in hints for the game before. Sometimes it were very subtle and sometimes they were very obvious. So the first hint we ever got was for Decidueye, and Decidueye was actually in a Halloween poster. It was a very obvious hint. And it was something that they didn't talk about ever on their Twitter, but it was there. And ever since then, people were like, okay, so this is how Pokemon Unite plays. They put hints in front of our eyes. A way more obvious hint where they actually said it was a hint was for Delphox, and then Delphox came out very soon after, and they have confirmed that Delphox was for the hints, and it was very cool. It was really fun. They also have left more hints for other Pokemon. I don't remember exactly what they were. They only came out like a while after the Pokemon was released because they actually never confirmed that these were hints for the Pokemon. For example, Machamp wearing Comfy as a necklace in one of its holowares, and there was also another Pokemon in one of the promo images for a Pokemon as well, which is just really insane. Only time will tell if this is an official hint from Pokemon Unite or not. I'm very curious to see, but this was left from my lovely viewer Natsuki. So Natsuki14_ has tweeted at me and posted this image with their home screen and the orange flower circled. Huge thank you to Natsuki for sharing this. But what this could mean is that Flareon could be the next evolution coming to the game. Now this could be a while away, this could be very soon. In my opinion, Pokemon Unite rushed out a bunch of evolutions because of their big Eevee event. So I feel like with the next evolution, they can probably take their time more. But this orange flower could mean that Flareon will be the next evolution at some point. So why this theory is plausible is because there are 4 flowers on the home screen. We have dark purple for Espeon, and you can see Espeon is sitting on the left on a platform that has flowers around it. The pink one for Sylveon, who is also sitting on a platform with pink flowers around it, and the blue one for Glaceon, who is sitting on a platform with blue flowers around it. For Umbreon, we don't see its flower here. I think it's because it just couldn't fit Umbreon onto like the decorations. So it's probably more to like the left and we just can't see it. And then the last flower we have is Leafeon's flower, who is the next evolution coming to the game, I think on July 4th. So when the next flower is orange, it makes you think, right? This has to be Flareon's flower, which is so cool. They could have easily just put this as Umbreon's flower or something. They did it consistently with the other 4 flowers. They could have easily made this orange flower Umbreon's flower and there wouldn't even be like anything about it. But the reason why I think this is an official hint is because they specifically put an orange flower, which has to represent Flareon. I would love to know in the comments down below what you think about this hint, trainers. Do you think it could be nothing? Do you think it could be something? We won't know for sure until we see what the next evolution is coming to the game. What I will say is I do think that every evolution will be in the game at some point. I think the old producer said they wanted all the evolutions in the game. For the question of the day, trainers, out of the 3 original Eevees, which evolution do you want to see the most? I personally wanted to see Jolteon the most, but I'm very happy with Flareon. I'm a super big fan of the original trio because Gen 1 was my childhood, so this is going to be very fun. Personally, I hope that this is an official hint from Pokemon Unite because I love hints. If you watch my old videos, I'm a big fan of hints. I love detective work. I love doing all of this stuff. It's so exciting. I think it really brings the hype into the game, and it makes me wonder what other hints there could be left around. There's probably more hints that we never even knew about for the other Pokemon. There were definitely hints that came out way later after the Pokemon was released. So if Flareon did come out, we probably would have never knew that this flower was for Flareon, you know, because they don't confirm these. They don't tell you like, hey, this was a hint in the game. Did you catch on? They kind of just leave it there, and it's just really cool. And I really like that they put things like that into the game. Okay, so what are the future plans for Pokemon Unite? I will give you a little rundown of everything that's going to be happening. This is based on data mines, leaks, and based on the past things that they have done. So for the timeline, we are expecting Inteleon and Leafeon. I don't know who's first. I know Leafeon is probably July 4th. I don't know when Inteleon's coming in. I can't remember the dates, but we are expecting Inteleon and Leafeon in the game at some point this month / next month. Inteleon is going to be the next attacker and Leafeon is going to be the next speedster. We have Blaziken, who has been leaked. Blaziken is an insane Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that people have wanted for such a long time. I believe Blaziken will be an all-rounder, and Blaziken is definitely a very hyped Pokemon that's going to come to the game. It's got a ton of moves. It has a very unique playstyle, so I'm very excited for Blaziken. We're also expecting 2 new items to come into the game as well. Now, these items are more focused on anti-healing, which is going to be very interesting. Pokemon Unite doesn't have any anti-healings yet, so it's going to be real tough on the Pokemon who can heal, probably self-healers, supporters, Pokemon who can heal others. There is a chance that this will change the meta a lot. These items should do a lot for countering, which means that people will probably have to play around these items. I don't know when these items will come, but I'm very curious to see what they're going to do to the meta. For those who have a playstyle of granting heals but don't use Rescue Hood, you might have to use that to counter the anti-heal of the new items. We should also be expecting something really big for Pokemon Unite's 2nd year anniversary. So here is the image of the 2nd anniversary for Pokemon Unite. I think when I expect some really big things for this, I have no idea what this entails, but I do know that last year they did have a new map and they also had a new game mode. The new game mode last year was Boss Rush. I think the new mode for this one is going to be Tinkaton's one. So Tinkaton is a Gen 9 Pokemon. It is coming to the game, unfortunately not as a playable Pokemon, although I don't think that this means that it won't be playable in the future at some point, because for example, Zacian, who is also an NPC Pokemon, is also a playable Pokemon, and Sableye eventually became a playable Pokemon as well, despite it being just like a mascot in the shop for one of the shop owners. Can't remember their name, very sorry. But Tinkaton's new game mode is going to feature some other Gen 9 Pokemon, which I'm very excited to see in the game. It's basically a tower defense mode where you have to protect Tinkaton, and a bunch of different waves will be coming. That's usually how tower defense games go. Tower defense games can also work by placing towers, turrets, etc. to have the thing that you're protecting. But from what we've seen, it seems like it's just going to be like waves that you're going to protect Tinkaton from. These waves will be controlled by bots/AI, and it seems like you can play with friends or play with random teammates. I'm very excited for this because I love tower defense games, so I think this is going to be a big part of the 2nd anniversary for Pokemon Unite. The other thing is that there could possibly be a new map as well. So the first map we had was Remote Stadium, and that was from beta to the 1st year. And then we had Skythea Ruins, which is from the 1st year to possibly the 2nd year. I really hope they update the map, because I think we need a whole new meta. We need a whole new map change. Having a new map can really shake the meta and make the game feel very fresh. So what we ended on with Remote Stadium was Hooper. Hooper was released, and Hooper was very crazy strong. And how Remote Stadium worked, it really benefited Hooper. But once Skythea Ruins came out, it countered Hooper, and Hooper was not that strong anymore. And Skythea Ruins was still similar to Remote Stadium, but also different. And it just really refreshed the meta and refreshed the game. So I'm really hoping that for the 2nd anniversary, they bring a 3rd map, and I'm really hoping that it will be based on something with Gen 9, because I think they'll be very cool. Since the game mode is based on Gen 9 Pokemon, maybe the map will also be based on Gen 9. Maybe it'll be like a Paldea map or something, but we have no info on anything about with a new map. I'm hoping Alchika Eevee leaks some really cool things about like a map and stuff, but we'll just see. We'll see what happens. And one thing that we have been waiting for a very long time is a drafts mode. So we have that in tournament mode and stuff, but we don't have it in our normal master queues yet. So I'm wondering when they're going to put a draft mode in the game. I'm wondering if that is still happening, because we were supposed to get it in like December a while ago, but it doesn't seem like that's a thing anymore. So a lot of people have been asking, when's the draft mode coming? Are we still expecting a draft mode? I have no idea. I haven't heard about it in a very long time, so I don't know. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, trainers. Here are some other videos you can check out if you want to watch something else. Thank you so much for watching, trainers, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!